Well everyone, we are underway now with the formation lap. Only 13 cars remain rather than 16. Sadly for Vettel fan, he's now starting right at the back. I don't know if he'll love it or hate it. He'll probably hate it. He would, wouldn't he? After all the effort in qualifying. Of course, drivers here really just only one sort of strategy for 14 laps. So they've been given the choice of tyres for this race, I believe so anyway. Mr. Milanista has gone for the Super Softs, Sarai's gone for the Ultra Softs, so it'll be interesting to see about for these two and what will happen. So yeah, Mr. Milanista is on pole, then it's Sarai in second, C Stearns third, GT Fans fourth, FC Blind Fan is fifth, Lucas Enkel sixth, Vic Mill is seventh, Ren Forest eighth, Pranes is ninth, Weber is 10th. 10th will be, well, it's almost pointless really, because you'd only get half a point, 0.5. Okay, so Epic Scorpion 11th, RDH 12th, and sadly for that fan, as we saw, is at the back, and that's really all we can say. Oh dear. Now we just wait to get going again, because, yeah, F1's glitches from Codemasters are just overpowering our league. We're not wanting this at all. Not at all. Drivers we have lost anyway. We have lost Milan Klaus, Doc Hudson, and quite see who the other one was. I think it's Spiker. Yes, and Spiker, yeah. So those are the three drivers that we've lost. Everyone else stays around, including myself. Fortunately for you lot. But here we go then, cars lining up on the grid. We're going to be getting the Abu Dhabi semi-Grand Prix underway, is basically what it is. And here we go then, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. Look at the angle there's the rise pointing at. And away we go. Do we? Yep. Yeah, we're going. And look at this, Zarai's getting a good start now, just like we saw in the race earlier. That was gone. And who's ahead? Zarai's now ahead. He's got the jump on Mr. Milanista, and he's needed that because of what's been happening in the championship. He's been losing a lot of points, but he's now got ahead of Mr. Milanista, and he's also on a softer compound tyre than the Taurus behind him. Seaston Price, GT Fans 4th, FC Blind Fan is in 5th just behind him. Pranes has gained 3 places, and he's ahead of his teammate, and he's up to 6th. And what's happened? Safety car. Well, Lucas Enkel's lost his front wing, and so's Ren Farah, but I didn't expect a safety car after that. It's only a 25% race, so the glitch really may not take place. It doesn't often do it during 25%, so from what I've heard. But I've heard that from people who I've had the tendency to argue with on Twitter. But anyway, we just go slow. So we've got to wait now for the safety car. Still, well done Pranes, he's up to 6th from 9th. Velfan, look at this, he's already up to 8th place from 13th. Really, we should have concentrated on him, but he's right behind Vic Mill, the man who's trying to take the championship off. Here he is, look, on your screen now, on board. 8th place, and yeah, well, he hasn't got any damage to his car. All's good. Well done. Still 7 places to go to catch the lead. In this safety car, we're probably looking at least 2 laps with this. So, at least we can just stay calm for a bit longer. Oh, it's killing me. Just tell you what, I don't usually commentate this late. Only with the GT League that I sometimes do on Monday nights. So here we go, the safety cars will be ready to pick up the field from Zarai's Mercedes. Just in front, and actually we've got some pit stops going on already. Who's in? So we've got Mr. Milanista, he's in. System Priors in, Vic Mills in, Hardy Edge in, Ren Farah's in, of course. Lucas Zenkel's in as well. What tyres are they all taking? Let's see. Soft tyres for Milanista, super softs for System Prior, Velfan softs, Hardy Edge super softs, Vic Mills softs, Lucas Zenkel's super softs, and Ren Farah also super softs. So Mr. Milanista he's on a mission. Because he's going to catch the queue of the safety car and try and stay with them. Because he's on a chance to win his race now. Zarai didn't appear to think of it. Either that or he believes he can pull away at the start, on the restart, on the Ultra Softs. Because behind him are GT Fan, FC Blind Fan and Pro Owners. They're all on Super Softs, so they most likely won't have the pace to match Zarai. It's going to be very interesting, that's for sure. I've been involved in 25% races with this where these sort of tactics have taken place. I did one in China, and I almost came from last to the win after safety car restart. And last, meaning 15th, only to lose the lead on the final lap and the win. But oh well, it was good. And we did have a commentator for that race, and he was going absolutely berserk. Berserk, all in capital letters. Oh yes. Will I be doing the same here? Well, who knows? Yes, that race did involve a safety car. There was no glitch. But that was many, many months ago now. Things have changed. But yeah, look at the queue there of cars. There we go. We've got some going off there actually at the bottom. But I think I was there. Might have been Vic Mill actually. Vic Mill is behind Vettel Fan. So Vettel Fan's got the jump on him in the pits. Very well done to him. Here we've got the safety car, remains out on track for at least one more lap. Well, Zarai's pitting now, but he's going to be behind Mr. Milanista. Mr. Milanista's just here, let's ride on board. Oh no, we've had a crash! GT Fan has hit the back of the safety car. He's drove into the back of it and he's out. When was the last time you ever saw that? Unbelievable. And no, Zarai has been disqualified. According to my screen. Is that a glitch or has he done something? Speeding in a pit lane, maybe? Oh no! What's going on? I have no idea. I'm going to be seeing angry messages now in the chat coming up on my screen. I don't know if they're coming up on yours, but they will be coming up on mine when they happen, when they're sent through. Mr. Milanista, by the way, is now third after that. Really, really not expected. But Zarai shouldn't have even pitted there anyway. He should have stayed out. Because otherwise he'll have ended up at the back. And way off Mr. Milanista's position. So we've got 11 cars remaining now. FC Blind Fan is in front. Let's just see who's actually stopped. So FC Blind Fan and Epic Scorpion have not. They're saying out. FC Blind Fan on Super Soft, Scorpion is on Ultra Softs. Everyone else behind them has pitted, so that leaves your net leader as Mr. Milanista, System Pro is second. Well, okay, I'll say their positions they're in now. Vettel Fan 5th, Hardy Edge 6th, Vic Mill 7th, Red Faro 8th, Lucas Enkel 9th, he's lost a lot there, he has. Proan is 10th and Weber 11th. Edge pulling up alongside the Red Bull. So Vettel Fan is actually in net third, so he's gained up places so fast. He's probably lost track of it all. Get it? Lost track on the track. Safety car on his lap anyway. As you see it there, just going off into the distance with its lights off. As we will be preparing for the restart. And it will be FC Blind Fan heading the charge when they get round to the pit straight. As here we go there, FC Blind Fan is now, what is the pace car, the lead car? Oh, hang on, we've got an accident there at the back. Yeah. Weber's run into the back of Proanus and damaged his front wing, so he'll be going into the pits again. And he's going to be way back after this. But the hype's now at the front, the anger's at the back. We don't want to see the anger, we want to see the hype. And here we go now, coming out, exiting the final corner. It's FC Blind Fan heading the charge from Epic Scorpion. And now, Mr. Milanista, he's got to hold off the Ferrari of System Pride just behind him. DRS is not enabled for now, we've got to wait another 3 laps for that. Just saw a shadow going above the track, might have even been an eagle. Well, no, there isn't eagles in Abu Dhabi, but whatever, it's the racing that matters the most. And it's still FC Blind Fan leading, although look, he's got Epic Scorpion right alongside him. It's his epic battle with the Epic Scorpion. Here we go, is he going to get ahead of him? No, he's not. Or will he? This is so close. Coming up to the hairpin now, Mr. Milanista fancies a bit of this. He's going for the inside of the sail, but they touch. And it's the wing damage to the Toro Rosso there is. He's lost just a bit of his right end plate. That's FC Blind Fan going to this. It's an Epic Scorpion drawback to big place. He's behind Vettel Fan and System Proyer. Excuse me. And we've got System Pro slipstream engaged on the Toro Rosso now, coming down the 1.2 km straight, braking about 90 metres before the corner. And look at that. The damaged wing is costing Mr. Milanista. Well, I say cost him, he's losing traction. He went wide there going into the tight corner at the end of the straight, and that's the Ferrari right on his back now, with Vettel fan ready to strike of any mistakes that may occur, and Epic Scorpion having to wait behind. Epic Scorpion's wing is still intact, so as he's still on the ultra softs, he'll still have pace on his drivers in front. He hasn't burnt them at all, they're still going just fine. Vic Mill behind, he's having to hold off Renfaro from behind the other Haas. This Haas in particular failed to impress really qualifying for his team after dropping out in Q2, but he's looking to make a move here on Vic Mill. Can't quite make it here, going to the hotel section. So he's going to have to try and make it when the DRS is enabled after 3 laps. But for the moment, we don't really see what's going to be happening in a few laps' time. But we've got the epic battle here just behind Mr. Milanista, with System Pro all over the place, and Vettel fan ready to take advantage. He's trying to get alongside him here onto the on the main straight, looking to make a move there, but no, he kicks up a bit of dirt there. And in the background, we have got the McLaren of Hardy Edge and Red Bull of Perona's battling away there. Perona's cutting the first corner slightly there, but he stays in front of the McLaren. He may have to get the place back, I'm not sure. It appears he hasn't slowed down due to illegal overtake, so he stays where he is. And we've got Lucas Enkel's in the pits too, but we've got a battle here. FC Bike Fan and System Pro, look at this. Oh my goodness me, wheel banging. If it ain't rubbing, it ain't racing, they'll say. And he's trying to take money outside of that happen. Are you crazy? Are you insane? He's living the American dream, and it's here on the stream, even though we're not live. But you get me, boys. That doesn't matter. It's still enjoyable, and I'm absolutely loving this. Look at this, right on side now, and we've got Epic Scorpion trying to gain some places back of what he's just lost, although I'll be losing him when he does make his mandatory pit stop. Here we go. It's the Ferrari versus Haas again. Are they going to touch? Yes, they do. The Ferrari goes off the track once again, although he's put his foot down planted. But that's the Haas now up into 3rd place. And Epic Scorpion getting involved once again. He's past the Ferrari. He's up into 4th place in the Sauber. This is wild. To be honest, I'm glad we're doing a 25% race, 14 laps, because this is absolutely crazy. But the Ferrari here appears to be taking back the place in the Sauber, although a bit of corner cutting there. I think he's going to have to get the place back sooner or later, with Renfaro now getting involved. He has managed to get ahead of Vic Mill there as the Haas, with the other Red Bull of Pro-Ernest having a look behind, although now Renfaro has hit the back of Pro-Ernest, and he's lost his front wing, of Pro-Ernest has lost another 2 positions. He's now behind Vic Mill. Look at that synchronised running wide there. That's not how you race, that's how you be silly, basically, which we don't need to see, of course. FC Blind fans still leading by 1.8 seconds, but all Mr. Milanista needs to do is just hold on to 2nd place for the moment. And we're on lap 6 here of 14, so almost halfway through. And I'm glad, because I've got a headache and a dry throat after all this. And we've got Hardy Edge now. He's up into 8th after Renfaro's pitting because of that damaged front wing. Lucas Enkel might be ahead of him as he comes out, and plus that's actually a penalty there for Renfaro because he was speeding under the safety car. So yeah, Lucas Enkel is coming up into 9th place too. So that'll be the Renault up there, but Weber will still be quite far behind, I believe. Still, Vettel fan, he's looking now to catch Mr. Milanista. This is what we were supposed to be seeing earlier on, really. And now it's finally happening. Unbelievable stuff, this. Could we be seeing a battle right to the last lap, on lap 14 of this race? I really do hope so. This is brilliant. Epic Scorpion, surprisingly, is not pitted, although he is ghosting, so he's probably left the session out of sheer anger in the Sauber. It's a real shame for him. He had a chance for some good points in this one, but he was just getting pushed and kicked around, wasn't he? Like a ragdoll. Not good at all, that. Really isn't, from our drivers, to be honest. But still, we got Vic Mill here. He's back on the gas. He's right behind the Ferrari of System Pro. This is the sort of thing Vic Mill would like to be doing, having some battles but then winning them. So far he's not been doing that this season, not been going so well. This wasn't how he planned this season, not at all. All gone well, pear-shaped, you could say, really. And now we're FC Blind fan. Yep, he's still leading the race. He's not pitting just yet. He's still got plenty of life left in those super soft tyres, but he's just got to enjoy this lead while he can, because unless everyone crashes just behind him, he will not win this race. And Mr. Milanista still in 2nd place, but if you look at this now, Vettel fan is right on his tail, and I think DRS will be available this lap. It will be. And the position Vettel fan's in, he'll have it to himself. It's car number 96 against 69. The numbers, they can be swapped around, but will the position on track? We'll have to find out. Mr. Bellanista in the Toro Rosso currently in second place, and we've got Vettel fan in the Haas right behind him. He's trying to hold to the championship lead. I mean, yes, third will do it for him in this race. He'll still be leading going into Russia next week, but he's got the DRS here. Yes, it is wide open, but the Toro Rosso seems to be quick on the straight and going to the end of it now into the braking zone. Yes, that is the Toro Rosso still in front. And the Haas didn't appear to gain much there. Well, they're coming out now of this little part. It's very, very slow, a few corners there. We've got DRS again. There's the sign. There's the wing open. Right behind now is the Haas. The Toro Rosso, is he going to defend to the inside? Well, he's weaving on the track there slightly. That is quite dangerous stuff, really. But it's allowed now. It is allowed. And Mr. Melanista stays in second place, which is a net lead, of course. So these two really are fighting for the lead. And for the win, of course, where only half points will be rewarded, but any points, half points are still points, and it's what's needed. They still count to the championship list. This is not a friendly test race where we only did 25% like if we were ahead of this season. This is round 14 of the championship. Although it hasn't gone well, we're still enjoying this here, but we've only got half the race to do. Absolutely amazing. Starting lap 8 now here in Abu Dhabi. As the Mercedes starts a 2.7 second gap to Mr. Melanista and Vettel fan. But oh my days, this is just getting hotter and hotter, this battle. Honestly, what more could you want from a 25% race? We've had it all. We've had a safety car, we've had collisions, we've had overtakes, we've had the hype, we've had the lows, we've had the celebrations and commiserations from teams across the pit lane, and drivers here fighting hard now. Bare knuckles. You could be watching a boxing match and not get as excited as this. This is absolutely brilliant. We've got Vettel fan now with the DRS wide open again, going down the 1.2 kilometre straight, but he's just not closing in on that Toro Rosso. The Toro Rosso is using all its hybrid power to stay in front, and it's working so far. Excuse me. And Mr. Melanista still remains in second, and he sticks here to the inside line on this second DRS straight here. But once again, the Haas doesn't appear to be gaining. He gains a bit in the braking zone, not just the science of the sport there, but he appears to be later on the brakes. And look at this here, through that double chicane, gaining loads of time now to Toro Rosso in front, as we're heading into sector 3, where really we may even have a collision if these two drivers go at it. But here we go then. Is Vettel fan going to make a move going into the tight right hander? No, he's not. He holds back. He's going to have to wait for a move to become a little bit easier for him. So far he's just not getting it. These two drivers are on the same type of tyre, so there's no differences there. And as this league here is down to equal performance on these cars, it's down to what the drivers can do with their wheels and pedals or PS4 controllers, as FC Bayern fan pulls into the pits. So now the first thing the crowd will see each lap is these two cars, the bright blue Toro Rosso and the grey, the Nardo grey Haas. Nardo grey, well that's the colour Audi call it, but yeah, that's what it is. And this is a fantastic battle that we're watching here. You're witnessing. FC Bayern fan still in the pits. He's dropping down to 6th, as is System Prior, who's now in 7th place. And for the moment, we really just can't look back at these. Vettel fan has gained 11th places in this race. He started right at the back thanks to a sag glitch in the last one from 13th place. He is now 2nd, and if he can take the win here, this shows how good a driver he truly is, and the driver that we just did not see at the start of the season. He's practiced long and hard between races, and he's improved. And it's really become obvious now. At least I assume he's been practicing. But here he goes, trying to make a move in his contact. Oh wow! And the still battling away. Toro Rosso really doesn't want to make a move here. Well, he does want to make a move. He wants to defend. But is he going to be able to here? The Haas here still has the DRS, and they go alongside the Toro Rosso, shoving him to the edge of the track, having to make him take the longest route as possible past him, but he doesn't get past. The Toro Rosso stays in front. We see heads and fists banging in the garages and on the pit walls. How often do you see this? Very rarely at all. The only time we ever see this on our televisions is when Toto Wolff goes bang, 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 mainly during the Hamilton and Rosberg era. But still, we're having it here. And any of the drivers' friends who are watching this that don't know about what the result of this is, they're going to be absolutely loving this. No matter they win or lose, they win and lose together, they stay united, and they support their drivers the whole way. Absolutely. And the teams here as well that are witnessing this, as I am right now, are just having the time of their lives, really, unless you are a driver of the Toro, unless you are a member of Toro Rosso, because all the members of the Haas, they've got nothing to lose now, really, from behind, apart from a few points that they've gained so far. But involved in this battle, they've got everything to gain, everything to prove, And really, Mr. Milanista, as I've said, I have not seen him racing before. I've not seen him anywhere, and I'm just so impressed with him right now. He's one of the best drivers I've ever commentated on. I just can't believe how well he's doing here. He really is absolutely, well, showing that you don't have to crack too much under pressure or just fly all over the track to defend. But here we go, we've got the DRS here for Vettel fan. He's much closer as we run on board for him here. Braking now just under 100 metres before the corner. Mr. Milanista goes wide, he goes off the track, and there was no contact there at all. He's going to have to let the place back here to Vettel fan. Surely he will. I mean, if he doesn't, this will be seen, and Mr. Milanista will have a penalty for the next race in Russia, or whenever he next races. We saw a move happened like that in the real world of F1 over last season or season before. The place had to be given back. So why Mr. Milanista hasn't here, I don't know. Although he has allowed Vettel fan to close up again. as Victor, meanwhile, everyone, he's up into third place. He's got a good gap of 2 seconds now ahead of Pro. There's some Red Bull currently third and fourth, but I have no idea what's happening in front of them. All Victor knows is that he's 7.2 seconds behind Vettel fan, and that the gap is constantly changing, but he doesn't know why. He may feel he's doing a consistent pace, but he don't know what's happening in front, and I can assure you he will be watching this afterwards to find out. Because wowee, this is absolutely brilliant. We're coming back onto the pit straight now. Starting lap 11, we've got 4 more laps to go, including this, and really, it's anyone's win. It could be Mr. Milanista, it could be Vettel fan, it could even be Vic Mill if these two crash and collide. Really, it's now as though Mr. Milanista never went off on the last lap, because he's still in front and the gap is still just as close or even closer as it was at this part of the lap last time round. And Vettel fan does not want to give this up here. As we see now, he is Vettel fan, he's a Vettel admirer, he's not the real Vettel, but he's the next best thing in terms of the virtual gaming world. My oh my, absolutely loving this. Fastest lap, new one now set by System Prior, who is on brand new ultra-soft tyres. He's got nothing to lose or gain now, although he's 2 seconds behind Ren Farah. He's currently in 9th, is System. But Vettel fan here, unable to make a move here at the end of the straight. This really is like watching a championship decider. I mean, I'd be a lot hyper now, honestly, if it was, and I'd hope to have a fellow commentator alongside me by the time we get to that point. But now it's just me on my own, going absolutely wild, as you know me, and going down now at the end of the second DRS zone. Vettel fan, well, I thought he was going to be alongside him, go for the move like Vettel did to Button in 2012 when attacking him for third, but that did not happen here right now. Vettel fan remains behind. He remains 7.1 seconds ahead of Vic Mill. Mr. Milanista, he can't just get away from the Haas. The Haas is right behind him. This is just absolutely wild stuff. We've got the Raging Bull in the Italian-Austrian team, and we've got the Haas from America. And what animal could you refer that to? The Bigfoot, as it's apparently one in Texas, but who knows? We've got a move here going to last corner. We're not off to see one here. Look at that though. They are now alongside each other. Look at the wheel banging there about 3 times there. What is this, dodgems? I don't know. But now, Mr. Milanista, he's going to try and get the lead back. He does. He gets the lead back by absolute right there. Clean overtake there for Mr. Milanista to get his lead back. Vettel fan was a bit of a cheeky dive bomb there going to the last corner, but he has lost it, and I don't think there isn't much damage, although there is a bit to the left side of his front wing, so that may give him a bit of understeer. Although Mr. Milanista has got a bit of damage to the right side of his front wing. Wow. Move these two alongside each other, they could create one massive car. As we've got a slow car there on track. Whoa! Weber there, almost taking them both out, especially Mr. Milanista. What was Milanista doing there? Could he not see him? There was no light on Vettel fan here, going for the move. It's like Rosberg on Verstappen in 2016, a championship decider. And now, Mr. Milanista is going to have to let him back past. He's just got a 3-second time penalty for cutting the corner there. And yes. I think we're almost decided now. He's slowing down, he's letting Vettel fan past. Vettel fan had every right for the position there. He went for it on the inside. And, yep, there was a gap. He stayed on track. Mr. Milanista didn't. He lost his car under braking. And I think that is the win. More decided now. Excuse me, I've got water. I'm going to have a swing of it now. Because, yeah, the Haas team are celebrating in the garage, going wild. Well, it's commiserations for the Toro Rosso team so far in their garage. We've still got 2 laps to go now. That was a wild lap 12 and lap 11 before, and I tell you that now. I mean, the gap is still very close here on track, 0.4 of a second between them. But really, Mr. Milanister is going to have to get past Vettelfan and then hope that Vettelfan makes a mistake afterwards, which Mr. Milanister isn't the cause of. But that doesn't look likely at the moment. Vic Mill's just got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings, so if he's not careful he may lose his podium to Prones. We'll have to find that out at the end. But yeah, 12.5 points is what Vettelfan is looking likely to get here in Abu Dhabi after getting 12 places in the race. He's had the pace. Can he win the race? Well, I say he's had the pace. He's got the pace. We see it. Oh no! Look! Oh my goodness me! That is a stupid dive bomb from Milanister. Bit of anger, would you say? He just came from 100 miles behind and over 100 miles an hour into the corner and bang! Well, no wonder he's now, well, still only got a slight front wing left. But look, oh no. Now Vettelfan purposely brake testing the Toro Rosso. What is this, a grudge match? Have you ever seen this? But Mr. Milanister just got another time penalty, 5 seconds for corner cutting. And Vic Mill is right on the back of these now. This is absolutely unbelievable. Unbelievable. Now, Milanister has got no front wing, so he's going to have to pit and he'll get a 5-second stop go for that. Vic Mill has got a full front wing here, unlike Vettelfan in front of him. So, what we're going to see here. Here we go. Yep. Mr. Milanister in the pits. Oh, no, he's not. He's just purposely cut him off. And no, Vettelfan spun. He's hit the wall. He's in the wall. He's just managed to steer away from it, though. But that's Vic Mill off into second. And guaranteed certain of this win now. Unless Milanister decides to take him out as well. He doesn't. He lets him through. But I don't want to watch Vic Mill pull away. I just want to see what more Milanister's going to do here. I mean, I personally don't know if this footage will be uploaded, to be honest, after what's been going on. This was proper hard, gritty racing here. Realistic stuff, and it's just turned into a grudge match, and I really don't see how. This is pathetic. It really is. Absolutely. Oh no, brake testing Vettelfan now in the hairpin. I can't stop laughing at this because he's just brake testing him and damaged his front wing even more. And now we're just coming up to the end of the long straight. Milanister weaving everywhere, and FC Bayern fan, well, he's way back, but I still think he's going to see this. What's going to happen now? Vettelfan slows down. Doesn't hit the Toro Rosso. What's the Toro Rosso going to do here? He's going to brake test him again? Probably so. But don't worry, we will cut to Vic Mill just as he's going into the last sector and cross the line for the win, because Vic Mill, every credit, he's done so well. Hey! And Milanister there tries to cut him across into the wall, but no, he's cutting the corners again. This is ridiculous. I think Milanister, even though we're in the last sector now of the last lap of this race, he's probably going to get disqualification with this behaviour. And now he just tried to take out Vettelfan, but he spun and crushed it into the wall. Oh my days! I tried to be professional for this commentary job, I really do. But when you see stuff like this, it is literally laughable, and you cannot get over it. But here we go now, Vic Mill. I'd give you a round of applause. You've done really well there. You fought hard, back to winning ways, even though it's only half points, but a win's a win. Well done, Vic Mill. You cross the line and win the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix 25% race, and that is FC Bayern fan in second place, with Vettelfan coming home third in the end, with Hardy Edge fourth in the McLaren, gaining 8 places there because of all the crap going on. Lucas Zenkel, who expected him to be fifth? Well, he didn't, that's for sure. So well done, Lucas. Prones is 6th, of course his teammates win. Renfaro finishes 7th. System Pryor, he's just coming through the hotel section now to finish 8th place. Mr. Milanister has either retired or been disqualified in the end. We'll certainly see it anyway. But yeah, I'm commentating a house here with all my family. I mean, I do apologise to them for having to hear all this laughing, but yeah, they'd probably be laughing if they saw this. I mean, my dad and brother certainly would anyway. Not because of my voice, but because of this stupid driving from... I mean, really, it was mainly Mr. Milanister. He was the one, going mad. Vettelfan, if you're watching this, I do apologise for making you sound bad there. Really, in all honesty, you did nothing wrong at all. Well done for finishing the race, mate. You finished third. Very good there for your Haas. But as you see on podium there, it's Vic Mill, shockingly getting the win, with FC Bayern fan second, and Vettelfan third. Vettelfan still needs the championship after this, believe it or not, all this ridiculous hype. But we head to Russia next time, and that's certainly going to be worth watching. Track with lots of fast bends, but where penalties, there could be a plenty as it's so easy to corner cut. But your result of this 25% race is Vic Mill for Red Bull Racing is the winner. ST Blind Fan for Mercedes AMG Petronas is second. Vettel Fan in the end for Haas F1 came third after starting 13th. Well done to him. RD Edge started 12th, finished 4th in the McLaren Honda. So brilliant job there by the other German. Lucas Zenkel 5th in the Renault. Proanes for Red Bull Racing Aston Martin is 6th. Renfaro for Haas F1 7th, and Seaston Pryor is 8th, and Scuderia Ferrari. Epic Scorpion was 9th in the end after having that battle earlier. And yep, it turns out the Toro Rosso of Mr. Milanista, he did not get disqualified, he just retired. It's a real shame there. I was rating him very highly earlier on, but I think I may take that back. He's probably going to get removed from this league after that. I mean, I certainly would, or at least give him a ban, and hopefully he'll learn from it. But anyway, everyone, thank you so much for watching this. I really do appreciate it. It's not been easy doing this because of all the glitch we were having earlier on. Excuse me. But that 14-lap race was astonishing, and I really did enjoy that, and I hope you did too. Bit of a grudge match. It's a shame to see makes the league look bad, but we were laughing about it. I was, I'm sure you were too. But if you enjoyed this video, everyone, please don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell when you're so you are notified whenever we make a new upload. Also, if you enjoy this video, don't forget to share it on social media such as Twitter, Facebook, or in any group chats you may have an iMessage. And I will see you next time for the Russian Grand Prix, round 15 of IFM F1 PS4 League, when IFM, of course, returns. Thanks for watching.